Hello, my name is Loli Jane. I'm an animal communicator and welcome to my channel. So today we're going to talk about physical and health issues with animals. So how can animal communication help with physical and health issues? So let's start with your animal has an issue. You've gone to the vet and you've discovered that your animal has a certain issue. So we can assist with working with your vet, getting more information from the animal. So your animals have a lot to tell us, and with animal communication, we are directly communicating with the animal. We are talking with the animal via telepathy. So what we do is we do remote session. I do remote session with the animal. I'll talk to your animal for about 1 to 2, sometimes 4 hours. And then I will communicate with you the entire session and give you notes. So let's just say your animal has a health issue. You've gone to the vet, you figured it out, but you don't know what to do, you need more information. We will make another video on end-of-life issues. So if you have an emergency where the vet is having you make a decision, we'll talk about that in another video. That's called end-of-life issues. So right now, so if your animal communicates that there's a health issue, we need to find out the root of why there's a health issue. Sometimes it's not their issue. Sometimes they are mirroring an issue for the person. So sometimes they will present, I will use another client that I had, for example. They will present with an issue, like a bowel issue. And you will rack your brain trying to figure out why, the issue never seems to go away. I had another client, she got treatment after treatment after treatment from the vet for an impacted bowel issue, and the problem never went away. She did food solutions, and so what we found out is it was a mirroring issue. So the animals sometimes, not always, but sometimes when they have a physical issue, it's the animal mirroring a person in the household, usually their person they're connected with, or somebody in the household, or even another pet sometimes, but usually it's a person. They are mirroring something that the person has to work on. So if I determine the animal is mirroring the person, then the person needs to do their own work. Why do they have for instance, bowel issue? Why do they have this issue going on? Well, it could be emotional. It could be from past trauma. It could be from past lives. There's a lot of issues. So that is called mirroring, and we will get into that in another session. But that's really important to bring up with physical issues, because sometimes it is not the animal's physical issue. So let's say it is their physical issue. Let's say they're not mirroring you, not mirroring anybody in the family, and it is their issue. So again, sometimes it could be from emotional abuse, it could be from trauma from earlier in the life before you got the animal. It could be from when they were a small kitten or a puppy with a litter and there was issues. I've had many cases like that where there was trauma and issues where they didn't get fed because they were smaller compared to the rest of the puppies in the litter, and they had overeating problems. And it didn't have to do with the current person. It had to do with just being the runt of the litter. So there's a lot of causes. So how can animal communication help? So animal communication can help. We can directly talk to the animal, ask them what the pain feels like. What is the sensation of the pain? What's the location of the pain? We can go back and give us all this information to your vet. And hopefully you're working with a more holistic vet, which will use this information because it's very useful. So where is the pain location? What does the pain feel like? What is the sensation? Where is it at? How long have they had it? Is it a new issue? Is it something they've had for a long time? Is it a sharp pain? Is it a dull pain? We can gather all this information. We can also do a body scan. So body scan is where we're finding out the pain level. From a scale of 1 to 10, we could determine how acute the pain is. And that is very important to share with the vet. We can also, as animal communicators, detect areas of the animal's body that the issue's in. Like we could say there's something around the liver area, or something around the heart area, or one of the legs. One of the things that animal communicators can do is they receive information. I am clairaudient, so I can do it where I hear actual information from the animal like I'm talking to a person, but I also get images, feelings, and pain. And I have had a horse send me a pain so severe that it dropped me on the ground, and I called the person and I said, I think your animal needs a healing. I also do energy healing. I do pranic healing. I've done that for 14 years. I do that remotely on animals. So I called the person and I said, your animal is sending me some severe pain. And she said, okay, let's do the session. As soon as she said, let's do the session, the pain came right out of me. So it's phenomenal what can be done through animal communication and also energy healing. This can all be done remotely or in their presence. It's your choice. I have a lot of clients all around the country and other countries, and there's plenty of remote work that can be done. It's all energy. And then telepathy, you do not need to be in the same room as the animal. So let me talk about some other things. Okay, so let me look at my notes here. So the other recommendations that we can make, we can recommend maybe if it's a mirroring issue, doing a further session with mirroring. If there's some past life issues that have gone on with their current persons, we can do past life regression type of sessions with the person and the animal and resolve it that way. We can figure out the root, if it's a trauma thing that needs to be worked on, make suggestions. I can ask the animal to make their own suggestions, and they have brilliant, brilliant suggestions that I would never have thought of, and neither would you. So I can ask them to make their own suggestions. And also we work with essential oils and Bach flower remedies. So preferably young living oils, which are therapeutic grade, and also can be taken internally as medicine, but usually you're using them aromatically with the animal or topically. And then Bach flower remedies, so those are flower essences, and those don't leave any side effects at all. No side effects, no allergies or anything. So those are very powerful medicines as well, plant medicines, botanicals. And then it is astounding once these things are taken care of and once the root issues are identified, some of the issues will go away miraculously, or they won't be there anymore. It's astounding, and it's a beautiful thing to work with your animals and greatly, greatly assist the vet. So you can find me on my website. It's animals-speak.com. I also have a Facebook group and a Facebook page called Animal Communication and Healing, all spelled out. Animal Communication and Healing. And you can invite yourself to that. I have a YouTube channel, but you'll find that on my website. So I hope this was very helpful to you. If you go to my website, you can find me there and communicate with me directly. I offer free 15-minute consultations. Just sign up for my newsletters. You'll get all these freebies, the consultations, and when I have time to actually write a newsletter or video or something, you'll get that too. Okay, and aloha from the beautiful state of Hawaii. Okay, aloha.